I sit around the table with friends of mine and we get on to talking about politics and we start debating who's the worst, who are the real scumbags of this earth. And they say, the king, he's got his sausage fingers on too much money. Or they might say, the Conservative Party, they tried to send all those people to Rwanda. Or they might say, Andrew Tate, what an incel. At this point, their lips usually start curling and their eyes start twitching, and you realize, well, this is the only thing that makes them really mad. These so-called friends of mine would rather have Andrew Tate amputated at the penis than have the king done at the neck. And they ask me who I think are the real scumbags. Usually I point out first, if we keep talking about people like Andrew Tate, it exacerbates his platform and the amount of toxic masculinity that we see today, like some giant absorbing dick monster that gets bigger and bigger and bigger every time we talk about him. Then I tell them about scum. They're the people that pushed it in front of you in a queue. They're the people that pronounce it repeat instead of repeat. They're the people that sit around. They're the people that sit around discussing the decline of the quality of refereeing, like they're on some all-male only sports show, and have zero understanding about the pressures of the sporting arena and how referees do an incredible job in extremely difficult circumstances. People that are referees. People that wear shorts as soon as the sun comes out. In fact, people who wear shorts full stops, but especially three-quarter lengths, put some trousers on or fuck off. People who have dinner parties, people that grind coffee beans, people who claim to be well-read, anyone who's ever brought an acoustic guitar to a gathering, people who restack dishwashers in what they believe to be the right way, people who believe in the sanctity of life, people who cycle on a Sunday, people that play Wordle, people that used to play Wordle, podcasters, people that listen to podcasts, the word podcasts, entitled male comedians. Anyone who has ever owned an umbrella. You carry them around, they always break, and fundamentally they don't work. Rain does not come straight downwards. People who think that having an Instagram account constitutes as a personality. People that think that the Lord of the Rings trilogy is anything other than a teenage boy's wet dream. People that insist on eye contact and small talk. People that jog. Joggers, early morning joggers, late night joggers, middle of the day joggers, anyone who's ever jogs. Joggers are the sole reason poverty exists. Ethiopia, Rwanda, India, it's all down to Loomis plastic jumpsuits, synthetic socks, leggings, all-in-one body warmers, which are neither flattering nor make any difference to their actual performance. Their plastic consumption is ruining both the earth and our oceans. And they don't go to the pub, and if they do, they drink juice. It doesn't matter which, tomato, orange, pineapple, or cream of twat. It's all good for jogging. And they're pretending when they're down at the leisure centre, they're not even using that running machine. They spend most of the time huddled around the water cooler comparing their mythical 10K times and claiming that they bench. They are living a lie because as soon as they get home, they fill themselves all those stuffed sandwiches, loaded jacket potatoes, and big bowls of soup. But it's the image they need for their social media to portray a different life from the one they're actually living, sprucing it up with flashing emojis, motivating slogans, some sepia filter that makes them believe they look stylish, hypnotizing thousands of innocent followers into believing that jogging is good for them, creating more and more joggers who breed joggers, and soon we won't be able to go out in the evening for fear of being trampled on by a sea of Adidas footwear. And they jog and they jog and they jog until that horrible black patch of a sweat, always shaped like Australia, appears on their chest, until that patch turns to blood from a massive connery that they've suffered, dying from the inside while their body slowly starts to decay from all the fucking jogging. But they still keep going. They jog and they jog and they jog until all remains of the jogger is a bag of broken bones and Dago laces, which they think are snazzy. They're not. They're just as empty as the vacuous lives they live. Anyway, normally my friends have gone by them. Cheers, guys.